Hey guys, happy Thursday. Happy day 2 in our holiday motivation series. You guys are catching me. It's perfect that we're talking about workouts today because I actually just finished my little workout movement, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did here in a second. If you're watching this and you did not check out day 1, which was yesterday, please go do that video first. Get a book and a pen in hand, sit down with your tea, your wine, whatever it is, take lots of notes, and then let me know what your key takeaway is after that video. Very important. Again, this whole motivation series that we're doing yesterday, today, and tomorrow, Friday, is based around, and it's not just us, it is everyone I'm talking in the schoolyard, friends, colleagues, whatever it might be, feeling this just out of sorts, anxiety about what they should be doing for themselves and their health, getting off track, and what the repercussions of that may be for them, right? And all the feels that come along with that. So we're talking about it, and we're talking about little things that we can do, specifically mindset shifts that we need to make to get through this. Because as I explained yesterday, I'm not coming here preaching at you because I feel the feels as well. But the difference is that I've learned over the years of doing this how to switch the focus of what I'm telling myself into some little actionable task for me. Okay, and I gave you the how-tos yesterday when we talked about permission and food freedom. Lorraine had an aha in there, which is amazing. And we'll expand a little bit more on this topic because I know even Leslie talked about this whole notion of the balance between food freedom and giving yourself permission, and this notion of allowing yourself to eat a certain thing because you deserve it. And the two entities are different. They sound very similar, but they're very different. And we're gonna dive in on that on Tuesday during our office hours. This whole notion of super stressed out and running around like crazy, I deserve this. I had a super busy work week and I put in that project, I deserve this. I worked out super hard today, so I deserve this. That kind of talk. Totally different from the food permission. Okay, so just make a little bit of a note to that, and we'll dive in on that on the office hours on Tuesday. So much juicy stuff, guys. Really, really want you guys to embrace this. Write down key takeaways and let me know, what your aha was, okay? So today we're going to talk about how to stay active despite the lack of routine. We talked about that yesterday too. Even during that weird week between Christmas and New Year's. And I think, like a lot of people are going to work the Monday and then they're off the Tuesday before New Year's, and it's just kind of a weird time where we'll have days off, maybe we're taking the whole week off, maybe we don't, but nonetheless, our routine is in total, and our schedule is in total flux, okay? So how do we stay active? Because even if you haven't embarked in some kind of consistent workout, activity, exercise routine, just take note, because this can also mean just the general day-to-day movement that we should have in our life. Because remember, our bodies crave movement. If you're at a desk or you're sitting in a car traveling for work or doing the things, then you're very stationary. We need to move our bodies, especially during this time of year, okay? Because we're adding stressors from food and other things, and we don't need the stress of just sitting all day, okay? I know there's a few of you that are super, super active already. Julie's a dog walker, for example. Leslie walks a ton because she's a teacher. There we just have to learn how to create the balance with it, which is what we're talking about right now, okay? And this is the thing I hear a lot during this time, that women get super nervous because, one, yes, they're out of routine, and they can't, low connection. Oh, now I got connection. They usually don't get the workouts that they usually get in, like the quantity 2-3 times a week, plus they're tired, so there maybe the workouts don't have the intensity that I talk about that we need, or the focus that we need to mind body connect during that time, okay? And what that feeling gives us is this deep-rooted sort of, I don't want to gain weight. I'm going to gain weight because I'm not working out during this time. I just want to maintain, just let me maintain, please, get through this busy period. And then I can start keeping going with my goals and losing some more weight if that's what the ultimate goal is for you. But the biggest thing is that nervousness, because you're out of routine and you feel you can't fit it in, plus you're not giving it the focus and the energy towards those workouts that you would like to. We all want to do it. Maybe not at 5 o'clock in the morning lately because you're tired. Totally normal. We all want to do it. It's just that balance. I hate using the word balance, but that, I gotta find another word, that being able to put it into our schedule, right? And be present doing it and enjoying it, right? And this is the reality. Like, we still, even during the holidays, we want to feel good, right? We want to have energy. We don't want to feel like we're dragging our butts around. We want to feel good. And when we're spinning, like I mentioned yesterday, when we spin, it's super, super hard to feel vibrant and energetic and joyful and all the things, right? So make sure, again, you go back and watch that video, because we really find ourselves at this time of year. And this is not just, like I said, I keep referencing yesterday because it's so important. It's not just these holidays. Then it's Valentine's, Easter. Summer is a big one too. Okay, summer is our time that we want to maintain. We want to lose weight, get in the shape, be strong, maintain during the summer, because it's just, there's so many things going on and we're so busy with activities. But we find ourselves sort of lost in translation because we just don't have the set schedule that we're either one, used to and have started to really adapt into our life, or two, that we're still trying to figure out. Okay. And then that sets in sort of that panic around everything, right? Because what's one of the first things that you learn with me is to book not just the workout in, but the type of workout that you're doing into your schedule. But then, the mornings you wake up, you're tired, you don't feel like it, you don't have the time to do it. Then when the kids are home from school, or everybody's around and off of work, everyone's sort of in your space at home. So trying to have that, time and mental space to do an at-home workout can be tough. It can be tough, right? Or if you're a gym person or a class person, it's not as easy, right? To just pop out and, jump in a yoga class or a bar class or spin class or whatever you'd like to do, or go to the gym. Because again, everyone else is off and in your space and times are busy. So let me know if this resonates with you at all, guys. I'm trying to equate to how you may be feeling about your workouts or lack thereof during this time, and how I relate to it. Hey Lorraine, how it's totally normal. It's totally normal. Okay. So what to do? What do we do? This is a great time to think about ease, right? And for many of us that love movement and exercising and do it for our mood and mental state, thinking about ease. And if that ease means that you have to do or will do an at-home workout, then so be it. And maybe it's totally different from you because you do go out to classes or to the gym or do whatever, but now you're shifting the focus and doing something at home is great. But here's the caveat. Don't worry about this whole 20-minute, 30-minute, sweat my butt off hit that you have to get done because you don't want to lose weight. This is different. We want to create movement. What's important right now is that we create time onto us, energy onto us. We mind, body connect with ourselves, because again, it's busy and we're spinning. That can be done 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes if you have time. Okay, here's the difference, right? So, and there's so many apps and videos out there. I'm on my phone, but Asana Rebel, I love. We do at home. That's a paid one. I think total 7. It's literally a 7-minute Tabitha style workout. It's free. It's a downloadable app. I'll put these in the feed later. Obviously, a lot of you guys do Beachbody. Okay, maybe they have like a 10-minute that you can do, just a little blast. Okay, but where the shift in focus needs to be is not on I have to sweat, I have to burn calories, I have to do this, or I'm going to gain weight. 2, I am choosing to allocate this time for myself to reconnect with myself, right? To give myself permission to just be, right? And knowing that you are doing amazing things for your body in the meantime, okay? I had someone ask me earlier about, should I just jump on a treadmill or a bike for 20 minutes and just grind it out, or should I do weights, or what should I do? Do whatever your body feels like. If you feel like a yoga flow, do it. If you feel like jumping on the bike for 10-20 minutes, do it. I always say, obviously, resistance training is the way to go because of the afterburn effect that you guys obviously learn in the second phase of the 3M. But I think the focus should be more on bringing, not necessarily the type, but just you focusing that short period of time on you. Now, what do we do when we just don't effing feel like it? Okay, so I talked about how can we make some little bits of time for ourselves for the workouts. But what if we just don't feel like it? We can't get up in the mornings to get it done. It's just not happening. Don't fight yourself on it. Okay? Again, give yourself a little bit of grace during this time. Switch the mental chatter to being like, oh my God, if I don't do this, I'm going to gain 5 pounds. I'm going to put myself far behind. Okay? 2, how will it feel if you do get it done? Just 10 minutes. How will that switch for you? Are you going to feel better about yourself? Are you going to feel more grounded? Are you going to feel more at ease? Are you going to feel like a little bit of decrease in stress? All the benefits that we know that movement and exercise and us just reconnecting with our bodies will do. Shift that focus from the pain part to the pleasure part, okay? Our brain is a funny thing. It only wants 3 things for us. It wants to keep us safe, it wants to keep us alive, and it wants to give us pleasure. So food or exercise, if we start talking to ourselves in saying that this activity or this food that we got to eat or whatever it is gives us a pain response, our body's going to be like, then we're not, our brain's going to say, we're not doing it. We're super tired. Okay. So it is a balance with, again, listening to your body and understanding that if you are really run down during this time, remembering that doing a hardcore workout is not the best thing for you. You're adding stress on your body. Your cortisol levels are going to rise. When your cortisol levels rise, we become insulin resistant. We can't manage our blood sugar. Our hormones start spinning. We hold on to fat. So what I usually do is just when I wake up, have a check-in. Okay, have a check-in. What is the benefits of me doing a 10-minute workout? Can I just do 10 minutes to move and connect with my body? Okay, maybe it's just doing a sauna flow, right? Doing like a downward dog to an upward dog, and you just do that, or a plank to downward dog for 2 minutes, something just to move your body. How is that going to make me feel? If it's going to make me feel like shit, then put it on the wayside for now, okay? If it's going to give you motivation, pleasure, if you're going to get the benefits from it, then get up and do it, okay? And the ease way of doing that is just having some resources that you can have at home, okay? Lorraine, you're watching. Let me know if this makes sense, okay? So that's number 1, really, right? Is realizing that you may not get the best workout in the intensity that you want and all these things, and that is okay. You are still moving your body. You're creating time for yourself to reconnect and just breathe, create blood flow. Okay, great. Thank you, Lorraine. Okay, that's number 1. Easiest way for us to do that is just something quick at home. Okay, and I understand again that week where it's funny and people are off and the house is going to be busy with bodies and everything. It might be hard to do something early with people around. That's when the early morning comes in. And if you're really, really dragging your butt in the mornings, then we have to look at your rest of your day. Where are you? Are you going to bed at a decent time? Are you eating enough? Is your water intake up? Putting some time onto you. All right. So make sure you guys write that down. So that's number one, is really utilizing some small moments of time at home. Okay. And make it simple. Okay. Number two, I really think, and it sounds kind of cheesy, but it is super fun, is including family and friends. So if you have relatives, for example, staying over at your place or close to you, and, you know, obviously they're in your space. I'm telling you, we did one time, I think it was way back when, it wasn't like Buns of Steel, but it was like Tybo or something like that when it was like really popular. Let me know if you guys remember Tybo. And, you know, we're all together and we put in that Tybo CD and we all start it was my cousin and a sister-in-law, and then we just started doing this workout. Right? We are like literally braless in our PJs and we're like just bouncing around, laughing. Did we get the best workout? Was it super intense? No, but it was joyful and we were present and we were still moving our bodies. Okay. So, you know, I think it's a great time to try something different with a friend. You know, like there's a bar class here that a friend just asked me to go to. Apparently they have reformers for Pilates and they put a trampoline at the end. And I'm like, that sounds super funky and fun. She's like, want to come to a class? Usually all these places give you a free pass for a class. I'm like, sure. I don't know what kind of workout it is. It may not be my thing. I may not like it, right? But it'll be fun and I'm connecting and I'm moving my body. Okay, so having, you know, and this isn't about having a workout buddy and an accountability buddy. This is just having someone to move with and to laugh with and have fun with it. Okay, so that's number two. Think about that. I also love during this period of time, my kids in their school, they've been doing some yoga, which I think is super cool. And so we'll bust out a couple yoga mats. And Asana Rebel's got these amazing, 5-minute, 10-minute flow sessions that you can do. And I do it with the kids, and they squirrel out after a couple minutes, but that's totally fine. Or maybe my daughter crawls on my back during downward dog. It's totally cool. But we're still moving, we're connecting. And I think when you're doing it with kids too, it's super great, if that's the word, because you're showing them that mom's putting focus on her, right? And how great movement and fun movement and exercise can be, right? You're setting a great example. So that's number two to think about. Okay, number one, taking the intensity part out of it, making it easier for you to get some kind of movement in at home. Two is include family, friends, somebody. Okay, who's that person who just makes you laugh? Go to yoga class together. Okay, find the time. Okay, and then number three, I'm just looking at my notes here. Looking at my notes. I don't have a number three, but number three was basically, I do believe, is being grateful for what you are able to do. Okay. And hey guys watching, and again, embracing that time to be present and getting the joy out of it. When we think of it in such a pain response, a pain thing to do, our brain naturally is going to fight us every step of the way. That is just natural for us. That's just the way we're wired. Okay. So again, I'm going to reiterate for you guys here, talking about fitting in the workouts, the guilt around working out, everything over the next couple weeks. Have a plan B. Okay. Take the intensity and the talk out of it that's saying, if I don't do this, I'm going to gain weight. Okay. And you're not alone in thinking that. Working at home, app, whatever it may be. Number two is finding a friend. Okay, finding a friend or a family or someone to you go to a class with, if you can squeeze it in there, to do a home 20-minute, find some crazy old Richard Simmons DVDs and pop them in there and just laugh or something, right? Bring some joy back into movement, okay? And not just a headache of a thing that you have to do right now and that you just don't have time for. And the third thing is really to come back to, we're doing the gratitude challenge right now. And it's awesome that I'm going to go back and see who's commented. Be grateful for what you are able to do, right? And remember, this is a pleasure thing for us, right? We're doing something amazing for our bodies and for our minds. And it's a pleasure thing. Okay. So hopefully that gave you guys some clarity and let me know, Lorraine, because you're watching too, some sort of insightfulness around this time and that self-talk that we might be saying to ourselves around our workouts and lack thereof, and what we can do simply. Again, I'm not sitting here saying, just get it done, right? It's shift. It's little shifts that we have to make. So look over your notes, the ahas that you had, let me know below, and just make sure we make it simple for ourselves. That's all. It just has to be simple. It doesn't have to be this go big, go home mentality. Because remember, our schedule and our routine that we're learning to adapt in our life is totally mixed up right now. Okay, so it's totally natural to be feeling the way that you're feeling, but I'm here to help you through it. All right. So like my workout today, I was going to share what I did today. So today I literally did an Asana Rebel. It was a 20-minute lower body focus, has a yoga flow to it. Very easy. Like I didn't break a sweat. I got breathing. I felt my muscles working. It was 20 minutes. I just connected with myself. Was it my end all be all workout? No. Was I grinding it out 10 and 10, burning my muscles, reshaping my body? No. But I still got movement. I connected with myself. I got pleasure out of it. Okay? So that's just an example. All right? So I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know, again, read this, watch this. Let me know what your key takeaways are below. Excuse me. And tomorrow we are going to be talking about, let's see someone pop up. Oh, I got to see more. One sec, Lorraine, I see your comment. The shift in mindset and brain chatter makes sense. We'll be changing that right away. Thanks for breaking things down. It makes sense. It makes sense when someone's just explaining it to you. But I remember a coach saying to me, Lorraine and everyone else that's watching this afterwards, a coach saying to me, stop telling yourself shit that you don't know to be true. Stop telling yourself shit you do not know to be true. And we do it all the time. And we do it with food that we eat. We do it with the workouts we do it with partner or relationships. We do it with everything. It's like when you're like, oh my God, that guy never called me back. He never called me back. He must not have liked me. The date maybe didn't go well. I thought it went well. And then 2 days later, 3 days later, a week later, he calls you back and he's like, I lost my phone. Right? But we tell ourselves shit not to be true all the time. And as soon as we learn to catch that, because it's going to happen, and just change the conversation for ourselves and learn why. That's why I'm here to tell you guys why. Like it's okay not to have to grind it out for 20 minutes. It's okay to do a 7-minute workout and just be present. Yeah, telling your shit stuff. Write it down. I wrote that down. I had it on a vision board for a year. Stop telling myself shit that I don't know to be true. And I totally missed my thought. I totally forgot my thought. But anyways, I totally forgot my thought. I'm gonna be lying in bed tonight and be like, oh yeah. But anyways, it's a big one. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I'm just gonna coach you guys through little things that we do to recognize that, and for us to rewire basically a lot of what we've learned in the past. Because what we've learned in the past was like just to grind it out, white knuckle it, go through it, or say F it and not do anything until January 1st. Okay? I'm here to coach you the little things that we can do, right? And these 3 trainings are super important, guys. And I want you to flag them, put a post-it, something, because on every holiday vacation, come back to these. Because I promise you, this isn't the first or the last time you're going to feel this way. But this is why the 3M is different from everything else out there, because I'm here to guide you and talk you through it. And that's super important. right? And your journey to get through it is going to be different from other people in the group. It's your own journey. All right. So I'm done for coaching today. Any questions, let me know. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about why you aren't making yourself a priority and what that means. Sounds kind of juicy. And there's going to be some good journaling, if you're journaling, but if you have a notebook, prompts for you. Okay, so make sure you definitely come with a notebook and pen in hand. All right. Hey, Steph, I'm just about to jump off, but you can watch this taped again. Let me know what your key takeaways are below, and we'll chat soon.